tax liability, taxes. The single biggest question we get from anyone forming a company is actually, what taxes do I have to pay in the US? And this question comes from foreign nationals. But two-part question here. Can a foreign national even form a US company? Are you allowed to?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, so that's a yes, just to clarify. A lot of people
Like
might
I
not
said,
know.
you can do business and you cannot work.
Let's say you do not have an H-1B. Let's say you're living in India. You can form a US entity and do work.
You can form a US entity. You cannot work in the United States for that US entity. Can you be an officer of the company? Yes.
Okay.
Why can't I open a company and be a sole shareholder and be the CEO? I can. I just can't perform the job duties of a CEO. That I'm going to have to hire someone to do.
How do you advise or determine your tax liability, especially if you're outside the US?
Okay, that's a very good question, and I know enough to be dangerous about the subject, and I want to say that it is a dangerous subject because cross-border work is not for the faint of heart. I'm sorry, but it's
Tell
not.
us more. Why is that?
Listen, I was having this conversation with my managing attorney yesterday where she wanted to make a referral to our accountant, who we specifically use because most of his practice is that he represents law firms. So to me, he knows law firms like the back of his hand. I don't know that I have never recommended any of my foreign investor clients to him. I don't consider that his areas of expertise. Maybe if it was a foreign lawyer, I would, and they were opening up a law firm in the United States. But I'm not going to tell a software engineer with a specific tech product who's a foreign national to go to an accountant in the United States that does not have cross-border experience. And her comment was like, why? If this is a US entity, why? What if there's no relationship between the US corporation and the foreign entity? Okay, there may not be a relationship now, but trust me, there may be in the future, and you may not have gotten the right advice up front. I just think it all has to be pontificated and contemplated at the outset, which goes to the issue of what really is your business plan and what do you tend to do in the next 5 years and 10 years? Which, if anyone had ever asked me that question when I was your age, I'd be like, what a stupid question. I hate that interview question. It's like, ask me something relevant. And as I got older, I really realized that that's what separates the men from the boys.